Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Wish doll pack from the Disney store. And before we start, I'm Chaymie and I like to make toy videos here on my channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you would like to stay tuned for more toy video content. Now, you might be wondering isn't this a little too late for this, Chaymie? But I recently finally got around to watching a movie and I was pleasantly surprised that I kinda enjoyed it. I mean, is it ever going to be my favorite Disney movie ever? Well, no. Or am I gonna rewatch it anytime soon again? Well, also no. But I did not hate it. And then the dolls were 50% off on Disney Store Asia, so I was like, this is fate, let's do it. So I got them. So I got the Asha singing doll by herself and also the doll pack that comes with Asha, Queen Amaya, King Magnifico, Dahlia, as well as Valentino. Oh yeah, and Star. First up, let's take a look at the Singing Asha doll first. I really love the packaging design. I love purple and dark blues among those hues, so I'm really loving the packaging. It looks very magical. She has a Chaymie function on the back of the box, and overall, I just really love the design. I love the graphic elements that went into the packaging. Now let's just quickly take her out. Alright, she's out, so in terms of accessories, she comes with the yarn ball for Star, and also a little Star figure himself. And here is a quick 360 look at Asha before we get into the details. She looks really cute, and I can tell she's already really well made. Alright, so first up, the face sculpt. I really love her sculpt because I really like expressive sculpts rather than just subtle smiles, and she just really have that big expression. I love the sculpted smile. I like the smile lines even. I like her giant ears. They're actually very cute. The profile is really cute. Overall, it's a very kind of detailed, expressive sculpt, which I love. I also like the painted baby hair and also even the sideburns. They're really nice. Sometimes you can tell it's just paint, but this one is painted nicely. It blends into the hair well. And it does look like hair. I also really love her hair. The braids are really nice, and my favorite part about the braids are that they have weight and they fall straight and mimics the look from the movie without looking it too poofy and messy and all over the place. On the sides, you can see through the scalp a little bit, so I was thinking, oh, I wish it would have been rooted a little thicker, But when I check her artwork, it does look like the braids have the sculpts showing through in the artwork as well, so I think they were trying to convey that. So for jewelry, she does have her red necklace from the movie, but she is unfortunately missing her little dangly diamond earrings, so I wish they would have added that. The outfit is all one piece and printed, and it's very movie accurate, and I think it does a nice job of conveying layers without actually having layers, so that's good. The belt is a separate piece that attaches on the back. And this little pouch is also a separate piece that is actually looped through the belt, so that's cool. And on her skirt, she have this little brooch that is I think the Rosa's emblem, that is gathering up the overskirt. So it's really giving live action Beauty and the Beast blue bell dress. And underneath you have this underlayer of her skirt that is in the usual playline shiny fabric with printed details. It does look like it goes all the way up, but it goes all the way up to above her knees. After that, it does cut off. And then finally, we have her shoes. Her shoes are these little nice flat sandals. They're actually nicely sculpted and painted. And there's a rose little symbol on the back of the shoe, and even on the bottom, there's sculpted rose detailing, so that's nice. And on her left feet, she also have this little anklet, I suppose, that is also a separate piece from the shoe, so that's nice. Because the thing is, tiny details like this, we'll only see it on their first release versions with the movies. Once they kind of cascade into further playlines or classic dolls, these kind of smaller details will get taken out. Okay, now let's get into her singing function. So her button and speaker are two in one thing. It's on her back. So the speaker is actually the button, so we'll play the clip in a little bit. I think I will kind of talk over it and cut it out a little bit so Disney does not copyright me, because they have done so in the past with my singing doll reviews. So she sings about 30 seconds of This Wish. The sound quality is quite nice. It's the actual song with the music and such, but I miss the day when they would only sing the a cappella versions because it made me feel like the doll and I are just singing together, and the fact that she did not have an entire band in her body. Okay, taking a closer look at our accessories. So first up, we have this little ball of yarn that you can put Star figure into. It's the yarn that he gets entangled in the movie, and it's a nice touch to have this little thing as well. And for the Star figure itself, it's really cute. He's painted nicely. He has a pearlescent sheen to him, so it gives off that magical vibe. But I wish he had actually lit up or have like a glow in the dark feature. That would have been really cool as well. And okay, this is really cool. So Asha's hands are sculpted in a way that can also balance him perfectly, so that's really nice. In terms of articulation, she moves at the neck, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, and I do think she have brand new hand sculpts for her that is unique to her. They're very beautiful. I love it when the hands are posed in like a relaxed kind of movement-y position, other than the, like the strict robot hands, so that's really nice to see. And for the feet, she has the rubber click knees with flat feet. And overall, I checked and she does have an entirely new body sculpt that is unique to her, so that's pretty cool. And her singing function button is also interesting because other dolls would have an on-off, but for her, instead of an on-off, she has an option where it sings the longer verse and the other option sings the shorter verse. Here, I'm just comparing it with the live-action Halle Ariel doll, so you can see that even the hands are different from the usual ones, and on Asha's hands are much bigger. Here is another look between Mirabelle, so even between Mirabelle, they share different bodies. And her feet are actually sculpted in quite detail. Like you can see the curvature of an actual foot and the toes details in there as well. And I also noticed the baby hair is also even painted on the back of her head. The hair rooting is a little bit thin. If you dig through, you can see through the scalp, but once you let it down normally the way it's supposed to be, it's hard to see through. And I also just noticed that a different shade of black and brown are mixed in the braids, and that's why it was giving off that nice little highlights. And I also wanted to find out how far her actual underskirt went, so yeah, I was right, it goes about to above her knees. Okay, so now it's time for the doll pack. And just like that, they're out of the box. And I left Asha in the box because essentially they're both the exact same dolls. It's just no sing and sing, so I left her in the box because I don't need two Ashas out and about running around the house. But here we can also get a closer look at the background, which is a really nice backdrop skyline of rosas, so you can also use it for your photos if you want to. Okay, so just a quick overview. So they look really nice. We got Queen Amaya, we got Asha, Star, Dahlia, King Magnifico, and also the cute little adorable Valentino. Now first up on the main stage is Miss Dahlia. So she comes with her walking stick, which has a sculpted handle, and her hands are also sculpted to hold the handle, but it's a little bit tricky because it does like to fall out a lot, but once you've found that nice position, it'll stay. Overall, the walking stick is nicely sculpted. It has the wood details, and to me, it looks like a giant hammer. Okay, on to Dahlia herself. So she's really adorable. She's supposed to be inspired by Doc from Snow White, but her design is giving me both Doc and Snow White at the same time, especially the hair and the little bow. Like I said with Asha, it's a really expressive sculpt, so I love that. Her outfit is also very similar to Asha's. It's all one piece printed, but it has like nice little effects to make it layered. But her little apron is indeed a separate piece that attaches with a ribbon on the back, so that's really nice. And her main part of the skirt is also a nice fabric. It's not as plasticky as other playlines. It has more weight and movement to it, and it's very soft. She also has wrist articulation, and her hands are also newly sculpted for her. She got these nice little loaves for her shoes, and her legs are also rubber click knees. And finally, we got her glasses, which is really nice. It's gold with actual see-through lenses, so it's cute. Next on the main stage is King Magnifico. His cape is really nice. Unfortunately, he has a Disney Store male doll neck syndrome where it's not on a ball joint, it's just flat, so he can only swivel from left to right, which I hate. But other than that, his head is sculpted nicely, has a nice resemblance to his character, and even the sculpted hair I'll forgive because it's nicely coiffed. For his accessories, he does have this wish ball effect for his hands. I think I would have preferred his actual staff as the accessories, but this is also a nice little trinket for the movie. Now his cape is a separate piece technically, but it's attached to these little studs that are sewn into his tunic, so I guess it makes it non-removable. But overall, the printing, the details are very nice, so I do love his cape. And it's made out of this kind of like, I don't know what to call it, but it feels like a material you would see on a mouse pad. It has weight, it's kind of rubbery, velvety kind of thing, so yeah, that's got going on there. And the rest of his tunic is just a one-piece tunic with printed details. And he also have his belt that actually removes from the back. He does have removable shoes, but his rubber legs makes it really hard to take it off. But other than that, he also have rubber click knees with printed details to mimic the stockings. Do you also call it stockings for men? I think he also has a new body. His hands are definitely different, but I'm not sure if the entire body sculpt is new. I don't want to take out his outfit because his cape makes it hard to do so, but I do feel abs underneath. Now it's Queen Amaya's turn on the main stage. She is very beautiful. Like, I think she's one of the main reasons I got this set, because she reminds me of like Queen Eleanor from Brave. I love when they do like side characters. She has a really nicely sculpted and painted crown. It's very detailed. And she got a nice long braid going on. I think it's called a fishtail braid. Or is it French? I don't know. And she does have a side parting. And she also has a very movie accurate sculpt. The paint is very nice. She has that kind of demure. I've been saying demure on dolls for a long time now, so don't come for me. She does have a demure expression, you know, the raised eyebrows, like a very motherly, queenly kind of face. For jewelry, she has this necklace with a pendant with the blue gem. Her outfit, like all of them, is all printed, but the details are abundant. Her belt is removable, but I think there's some misprints happening on my belt because the sculpt and the prints are two different places. And she also has a very Elsa-esque cape that is glittery. And then she got her printed skirt. The middle panel is a separate piece, but they're stitched together. And I love her shoes. I think her shoes are my favorite. Those are shoes that I would actually wear. I love the straps detail over there. And the purple. I do think she also has an entire new body for her. Her hands are different. They're nicely sculpted. They're very pretty. Usual articulation with the wrist movements and rubber click knees. And finally, we got Valentino, the little figure. So he's also very nicely sculpted. I love that his little onesie has actual fabric texture to it. It's nicely painted. And I think he's also one of the reasons I got this set, because I love having sidekicks for my princesses, and is exclusive to the set. So it's very nice. He's very cute. And he's also very stable on when you put him down because he's on 4. So yeah, so adorable. Okay, so this is just for the height comparison. So Asha is shorter than both the queen and the king. So that makes me think the queen and Asha also shares different bodies between them. I don't know. The queen's outfit is also kind of tricky to take off, so I got lazy to do it, but yeah. The king and the queen almost seems to be the same height. The only thing that makes it making the king a little bit taller is actually his hair. Okay, so final thoughts. I think this is a really nicely made set. A lot of the details are printed, but the quality is there, and you can see that love and attention has been put into executing them. So from that perspective, I think this is a really nice set to have. So if you're just gonna go for them, I would say go for the pack and call it a day because the pack pretty much gives you everything you need. The only thing different that the singing doll will give you is number one, the singing feature. If you care about that, then get that. If you don't, then the only exclusive thing you're getting from the singing doll is the little yarn bowl. So if you want that yarn bowl, then you must get the singing set. If not, if you're just fine with the characters, go for the pack because it already gives you everything. You got Asha, you got the Queen, you got Dahlia, you got the King, you get Star, and you get Valentino. So that's all you could need from this movie, I think. And also, at least for me, the other main reason for me to get this set is because I love it when Disney does side characters because they don't always do them. Most of the time, the only time they would do these side characters is when they first come out, as in like when their movie first comes out. Because I remember not getting the triplets, the brothers, and King Hubert when Brave came out, and now they've never made them again, and they're expensive on eBay. I mean, I doubt this set will become expensive on eBay, but still, you know, it's a chance for you to get side characters because even if the movie is popular, they don't often do them. So especially imagine if a movie wasn't that popular, they're never gonna get made again. So this might be our only chance to get these side characters for our collection if we wanted to. So especially if you see them on sale, I think it would be the best time to get them because that's what I did. I didn't want to pay retail for them, but if it's on sale, sure. Yeah, other than those reasons, the quality is also there. It's quite nice. It's a usual Disney Store quality, maybe not as good as the past sets, but still you can see that it's there, at least in the sculpts and the details and the accessories, so I'm glad that I got them eventually. So anyways, that is it for my review on the Wish dolls from the Disney Store, finally, after what, almost a year. But I'm glad, it's better late than never, right? I'm glad to have added them to my collection, so I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about the movie, about the dolls, and I've also created a nice little poster series of them on my Instagram, so if you enjoy toy photography, make sure to check me out at Chaymie Creates on Instagram. But right now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye!